Hey guys and dolls, welcome back to another episode of Mighty Morphin Monday. One day I'll start playing around with voice effects, just you wait and see. Um, yeah, we're finally looking at one of these big papas here. The Mastodon Battle Zord with the Black Ranger little minifigure. My first of the movie Zords. I will have them all, eventually. I will have them all. So yeah, let's take a look at this guy's box. It's big, massive. As you can see, some warnings there. We get Mastodon Battle Zord with Black Ranger. Some more movie art. They love showing off that Red Ranger. But he does look pretty cool. I can't deny it. There's the little Black Ranger figure. And there's the Zord itself. It's huge. It's a big bulky thing. There's a little accessory he comes with. It's got the same background as the other things. The cool morpher with the like MORPHIN grid stuff going on, and yeah, Power Rangers logo again. All the same on this side. Here's the back. Shows us the launching catapult. Pretty cool. Cockpit where the Ranger goes. Full look at the figure. And then at the bottom it shows all of them. They all retail for $20 except for the T-Rex, which is $40. And my god, finally seeing it in person, it's huge. Like, I'm saying this thing is big, that T-Rex is massive. It's like, yeah, it's pretty impressively large. It's cool. I can't wait to have it. I've grown quite fond of their looks. Their weird amount of legs and everything. But like the toys, the T-Rex looks really cool. They all look really cool. I would say the lamest looking one in person for these toys is probably the saber-toothed tiger. But yeah, they look really cool in person. I don't think the photos are doing them justice, which is often the case with most figures. So, yep. Build that big daddy. And if you look at this bottom part of the leg right here, that's this piece. This is the Mastodon. This is what's here. Like, this is what's visible right now. This is the thing's body. This upper piece of the leg literally extends out from inside of this or something like that. So, yeah, I mean, you take this height, the height of the body, because the head comes up, and you add that, it's huge. I guess we'll look at it once I bust this thing open here. But that Zord is going to be massive. I don't think its articulation is going to be super great, but the Zords never are. I mean, the Zords we still get today, my kid has some of the, like, the Dino Charge, or, yeah, Dino Charge was one of the newer ones. He has Zords from that, and they're no different than the Zords I had when I was a kid. The connectors are different because now they make them so that you can like connect all the Zords from the different last few years. You can like mix and match them all crazy and do weird stuff. But yeah, I mean, they don't do anything. They have no articulation. All they really, like, the arms move. That's it. They have no elbows or anything. They just go up and down at the shoulder, just like they did when I was a kid. So I don't expect this thing to have too much more articulation. It's just going to be a beast on the shelf. Which, speaking of, I had to retire my Power Ranger shelf. I had to create a new one, which is actually the top of my dresser because it was the biggest unhindered amount of space I had available. So, yeah. Alright, let's bust this puppy open. Alright, so here is this beast out of his box there, if you want to call that a box. And, yeah, he's big. I filmed the first part of this a while back. I've actually had this guy open for a while, and I usually keep him in the leg form because I now have him, the Triceratops, and the Sabertooth, and I just have them together, standing up. Yeah, like, really basic in their colors, not a lot of variation, pretty much just, the black, or whatever color the Ranger is, on each Zord, and then the gray. And then they do have the little bit of blue in the form of like the cockpit window, I guess that's supposed to be. So, but I really like them though. I mean, for the basic color, they have a lot of detail though. I've actually been thinking about possibly customizing them. Wouldn't be too difficult to just put some paint where they need more paint. And now we have some decent looks at them in that trailer. Can pause some certain frames and probably get a decent look at each one, so might do that. But that's been a big complaint I've seen is they kind of lack in the paint area. I think the detail's there. They have a lot of nice detail, small details. They just need some paint to accent those details and kind of make them pop. Yeah, I guess let's take a look at this guy, huh? He's big. I'm kind of understanding maybe why this guy and the Triceratops have more legs than they should. This guy has arachnid legs. He has 8. The Triceratops has insect legs, a total of 6. And it's definitely weird, but they're going, you know, very alien. But I keep thinking about it, and they're so big. The Triceratops and this guy are so big, and they're so tank-like. They probably need those legs for support, is kind of what I'm thinking. Like, yeah, very big. I mean, hold it in my hand. It's a big piece. Kind of lightweight. They're hollow plastic, and of course he all discombobulates and folds and refolds. So, here, let me just kind of give you guys a little look here. See, there's a lot of nice detailing on them. A lot of nice sculpt work in the plastic, but just not a lot of paint accents to bring it out. Of course, the cockpit's here. Little Black Ranger's inside. I don't have the web. Since I keep it as a leg, I actually put the web away where I keep other various parts. Black Ranger in there. Yeah, so there's a look at him. Let's go over turning him into a leg, but this cat wants out. I'm going to let her out real quick. Just let me pause this. Alright, sorry about that. Yeah, let's go over turning this thing into the leg. So, a lot of people don't, sorry about the camera, don't like this because they're kind of, I don't know what they call them, constructor something or others, but they basically, you pull them apart and rearrange everything, which I really don't see any other way that they could have done this without these being super complex and even more expensive than they are, so I'm okay with it. But, okay, so start by popping this guy off. We'll pop off the head. We'll pop off these legs, and we'll pop off these legs. These legs don't move from the front. They're double peg. They can't move. The back ones do have some articulation as they can spin around. But we pop those off. This thing on the bottom gets popped off. Everything pops off. Let me take this piece, pull it up. Boom. You can see how that looks like a leg. You know, this is your knee here, but there's the calf muscle. It's, you know, it's got the shape of a leg for sure. I kind of like it. Much more humanoid than, you know, as opposed to the TV shows blocky guys in suits. But, yeah. There's 3 holes in the back of this thing. Those 2 are for when it's in its animal form. This one is for this peg. So you lock it onto there, becomes the foot, bada bing bada boom. These front legs go on here as more support. They stabilize. The Triceratops does the same thing. This piece, this big shield looking thing, is actually the thigh, which you see these in the trailer pretty good, the new one. And then I put the the legs, the other sets of legs here, like so. And boom. Oh, I don't know if this is how it's supposed to be, but I think this is kind of cool. I take this, since I don't want to leave it off. I take it and I just attach it to there. And it just sits there, and it kind of gives it even more of like a muscular calf look in a weird alien kind of way. So yeah, there's the leg. It's very tall. This leg alone is taller than most of the previous Zords based on the TV show versions. The thing is definitely going to be massive. Pretty excited to put it all together. Just missing two pieces. The big guy, the T-Rex, and then the pterodactyl. I'm going to get the T-Rex next for sure because the pterodactyl can't do anything until I do. It attaches to the back, so... And if I have the T-Rex, it'll still kind of look like a Zord, you know, without the wings. It'll actually look more like a classic Zord because it didn't have the wings. The pterodactyl was the chest plate. And, yeah. Pretty excited. I don't know exactly when I'm going to pick it up. But that's the next Zord I'll be getting, so. Yeah, let me pull this back a little bit. So, there's the leg. I really don't think they look too bad. Pretty cool. Oh, and another reason I like to have that piece in the back is because now I can actually bend the knee. If you don't have that there, it'll just go all the way back. But with that there, because there's nothing that goes there, or that can go there for the Triceratops, so that leg will just flop back. So in a way, I kind of gave him like an articulated leg. Even though it doesn't really move at the top, so yeah. Definitely reminiscent of classic Zords in that sense, in the articulation sense. So, but the sheer size of it is like, you know, gonna make it cool anyway. So, yeah, alright, I'm done here. Thanks as always for tuning in, guys. I hope you enjoyed this little look at the Power Ranger movie Mastodon Battle Zord. He's a tank, that's for sure. Yeah, if you enjoyed the video, leave a like, subscribe. I appreciate it. Just broke 200, and I'm almost at 210 now. I was waiting a minute here to do the video because it went up to 200 and 201 a couple times and dropped back down to 199. So I was going to wait. I didn't want to get ahead of myself. So, but that's coming real soon. I might even film that tonight. I'm not sure. Kind of have a headache. We'll see. Yep. Till next time, guys. Keep on rocking.